Please subscribe math.com and don't forget to hit the bell icon for new video notification.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn that how translation of axis differs from the rotation of axis. We will see how they differ in definition, in formula, as well as we will have an example that will help you to understand its concept. So we will start with the definition or the concept of the translation of axis as well as the rotation of axis. First we will see the translation of axis on the left side and the rotation of axis on the right side. So we will start with the translation of axis. So in translation of axis, just origin is shifted, as I have written here that in translation of axis origin is shifted and axis remain parallel to the old axis. Now these are just the statements. Now let's see how we can do it on the graph. So in translation of axis, whether the origin will move on right or left or in the upward direction or in the downward direction. So this is called the translation of axis, in which the origin will be shifted in either in one of the four directions. So if we say that the origin is at this point, that is 0 0, and it has to be shifted at somewhere on the graph, then it will be shifted. If I say it is shifted here at this point, so it means it is shifted in the first in the right direction and then in the upward direction. So this is called the translation of axis, and now our origin has been changed, and accordingly the points on the coordinate axis will also change. How they will change, we will see it in the formula as well as in the example. But just you should know that translation refers to the movement of the origin in the left, right, upward or downward direction. So this is this is about the translation of axis. Now let's see the definition of the rotation of axis, what it is. So in case of rotation of axis, axis will turn or rotate, turn in the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Now let's apply this statement on the graph, that what does it mean with the turn or rotation of the axis, or turn in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So we'll start drawing it on the graph as we know that this is x-axis and this is y-axis. And if I'll be asked that how you will rotate the axis, what I will do, I will keep the origin at its position. Here the origin will never shifted in rotation of axis. Origin will remain same. Keep this in your mind. In this case, the axis will rotate. It means the x, if I draw a line here, this, it means this x is shifted here. Now the new axis, x-axis is this. And what about the y-axis? And y-axis will also be shifted. If I draw a line here as roughly, so it means this y-axis is shifted here and the new y-axis is this one. So this is called the rotation of axis, where the origin is the same but the axes are moving in either the clockwise direction or in the anti-clockwise direction. So in this diagram it is moving in the anti-clockwise direction. So it is not necessary it moves in the anti-clockwise, it can also move in clockwise direction. So this is called the rotation of axis. Now let's see the formula, that how you can use the formula when you will be given with the coordinates or the points, and you will be asked to find the new origin in the translation of axis. So the formula of the translation of axis, formula means that how you will be able to find the new origin. You will be given just with the coordinate points, and how you will find the new origin. So let's write the formula. That is very important to know. Capital X is equals to small x minus h, and capital Y is equals to small y minus k. Now let's understand the x, h, y and k in this formula. Keep this in mind that here this h and this k are the new origin after translation of axis. So this is the new origin, h and k. Capital X and capital Y are the new xy coordinates after the translation of axis. So I'll label them as this x and this y. So capital X and capital Y are the new coordinates after translation of axis, and small x, if I label them as small x and small y, are basically the old coordinates when the translation has not occurred. At that time the coordinates of the axis are basically the small x and small y. So this is what the formula of translation of axis is. Now we will also use the example to for your help, so that you can easily find the center once the axis has been translated. Let's go for the example, then we move towards the rotation of axis. So we have an example that if you are given with the point P as P3 and 2, it means these are the xy coordinates. This is the point that is given in the question. This is the this is the xy coordinate and this is the xy points in the coordinate system, and you will be given with the new shifted origin, that is O dash, and O dash is 1 and 3. So this is the shifted origin, as in actual the origin is 0 0, but when we talk about the translation of axis, origin is shifted, so origin here is 1 and 3, and you will be asked to find the coordinates of that is with respect to the new axis 1 and 3. 3 and 2 are the coordinates when the origin was 0 0. Keep this in mind. So this is small x and this is small y, this is h and this is k. So what you have to do is just put these values in the formula and you will find the xy coordinates of the point P with respect to the new axis, that is the translated axis, where the origin has been shifted, then the point with respect to that origin has also shifted. So what it will be then, let's write here as we have to find the x, that is the new x coordinate with respect to the shifted origin, so we have to subtract x minus h. So x minus h is 3 minus 1 equals to 2, and y will be y minus k, y is 2, 2 minus 3, that is equal to minus 1. So the new coordinate axes with respect to the shifted origin are now 2 and minus 1. So this is how you can find the new coordinates when the origin is shifted. Keep this in mind. You can, if you will be given with just the origin, shifted origin and the new coordinate axis, you can also find the old coordinate axis with respect to the old origin by just using this formula. So you should have given with the two quantities, either the new coordinates or the origin, or either the old coordinates and or the origin. So now let's move towards the rotation of axis. For rotation of axis, the formula used will be, so this is the formula of the rotation of axis, and keep this in mind, whenever the axis is rotated, there is always an angle theta. So that's why we have an angle theta in the formula. So you will be in the let's take an example that how you will solve it if you are given with the it depends what quantities are given. So let's take the example as, so keep this in mind. Here also the capital X and capital Y are the xy coordinates after the rotation, and small x and small y are the coordinates before the rotation. So let's say if you are given with the example where the point P is given with the coordinates 15 and 10, let's say, and you will be also given with the angle theta, that in this case if I say we have arctan of 1 by 3, arctan basically refers to tan inverse of 1 by 3. So if I take the angle here like tan theta here, then we will get 1 by 3. So this is given. It means this P is basically small x and small y, and theta is the angle that we have to put in the given formula so that you can easily find the new x and y coordinate accordingly. So this is left as an exercise for you to find the x and y coordinates of the given example, so that you can have the practice over it, that how you can find it easily. One hint for you here is that this angle can be written as tan theta is equals to 1 by 3, and this 1 by 3 refers to 1 is the perpendicular value and 3 is the base value. So once you have the value from tan theta, perpendicular and base, you can easily find cos theta and sin theta using the trigonometric ratios. As we have perpendicular and base, you can easily find the hypotenuse by using the Pythagoras theorem, and once you have got the sin theta, cos theta, then you can easily put these values in the formula to get the desired results. So that's all from today's lecture. You have to solve this example, and please do write in the comments the answer, that what will be the answer, and I'll check it. Thank you.